Welcome back to .NET Full Course. In the previous video, we discussed about the .NET. In this video, we will see how can we install a .NET on our system. We will go through the details of Visual Studio Code, and we will create an web application in ASP.NET Core. Let's move to the installation part of the .NET. If you go on this link visualstudio.microsoft.com, here you will see different version for different kind of system. First one you see Visual Studio, download Visual Studio, and that is applicable for Windows. You can see the icon here. So the best comprehensive IDE for .NET and C++ developers on Windows. But here you can see for Mac, Apple icon you can see, and comprehensive IDE for .NET developers that's native to Mac OS. So here you can use the Visual Studio for Mac to develop web, cloud, mobile and game development. And one more item you can see Visual Studio Code. That is also one very good .NET editor to create the applications. And the beauty of the Visual Studio Code, you can run on Windows, Mac OS and Linux. Here you need to play with the extensions that support your coding and programming languages. So one of them you can download for your system. Here you need to decide for your system which IDE best for the development. If you go on this URL down, here suppose you have the Linux, select the Linux, select all that applies to you. You want .NET on Linux. Here you can see the filtered result, Visual Studio Code for Linux. You can use the C#, C++, web, cloud, desktop. I can select all, and that is applicable for Linux. If I select Mac OS, then you can check the .NET. Yes, you can download this one, download Visual Studio for Mac, C++. But if I select the Java, then you need to download Visual Studio Code. So Visual Studio Code will fulfill the requirement of .NET, C# and Java. You can do any programming language using the Visual Studio Code. Even you can use the C#, VB, Java, Python. So on Mac OS you can download this one if you are selecting Java, and if you are not selecting Java, then you can see download Visual Studio for Mac. And for Windows you can see .NET, you can download this one. Here the important thing here, you can see Community, Professional, Enterprise. So you can download the Community 2022. That is the free for individual developers, academic users. So once you click on Community 2022, one installation will be installed on your system. It will show the progress like this. And once this complete, you will see the next window. Here you can select whatever you want on your system. You want ASP.NET and web development, you can select this one. You can select Azure development. Even you can select the Python if you know the Python. If you want Python programming, this is the newly added .NET multi-platform app UI development. And if I go down, I can see game development, data science and analytics applications I can select to install. And if I click on individual components, here you can see the different version of the .NET platform. So different platforms are there. .NET Framework is there, .NET Core is there. Currently we are using .NET 6. You can install this one. So in this window you can select this one if you want to develop only the web applications, and you can click on install. Then installation will be started, and once this is done you will see Visual Studio 2022 in your window button. I installed it in last year, so that's why it's showing preview, but you can see Visual Studio 2022. Once you click on this, you will see the next window. Here you can create the new project. I can click on create a new project. Here I can choose the template. Search for templates, suppose cloud. I can select the appropriate template, but currently I want to create an web application with MVC. So if I create web, in the web so many things are there. ASP.NET Core Web App is there. ASP.NET Core Web App includes the Razor pages. Core API is there. I want to create the Core Web MVC. So I can select this one. Once I click on this one, it will redirect me to the next window. Here I can give the name learn.net. Here it show me the configure for HTTP. I don't want to this one. Version is .NET 6.0 long-term support, so that's okay. Here you can see 5.0 as well, that is out of support now. Authentication type, I can select Windows, Microsoft Identity Platform or individual accounts. So let it be none, and uncheck the configure for HTTPS. Even it has the option enable Docker. I will explain you about the enable Docker in the next videos, but for now let it be. I'm just creating one simple application without any additional configurations. So let's click on create button here. Once you click, one application template would be created. Here I can run the application. So if I click on run button, you will see the progress and window will come, and here you can see the default template having the menu, home and privacy. So that is just simple application, but if you see the files and folders, I will explain you about all this thing in the next video. That's all in this video. I will see you soon in the next video, where I will explain you about the pages and folders of the .NET template of the ASP.NET Core MVC. Till then, happy learning.